Good morning. It's Wednesday Wellness, and welcome to our growth and development end of the year. We are going to celebrate all year long growth and development so that you may see what you've done in this area. I'd like to thank our now 428 followers. Thank you so much. You guys have done an excellent job. Thank you so much for being available and being available. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. We are here, and I want to just tell you how much we've appreciated you all year. This year seemed a lot slower than other years past, but here's what we've done. We have had a healing center. We have had growth in numbers. We have had focus on uh, our music center, and that's currently being worked on. And we've been busy around here, and we are at the end of the year. And so, with many weeks still being left, still being here, I am wanting to invite you all to our special celebration January the 6th. Wherever you are, tune in. And by the way, we have not forgotten about our Vibe Talk After Dark radio show. We've not forgotten, so just hang in there with us. Good morning to you, Trish, and good morning to those who are listening. When you are listening to Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast, Vibe Talk After Dark, Vibe Talk podcast, we are live, and you can join us at any time. You may join us at any time, and we are so grateful for the company that you've kept with us. We're going to be talking about growth and development. Today is Wednesday Wellness. How does it correlate with today and being well? Let's think about growth. We always say everything must grow, right? We always say everything must change. And we always say there has to be a beginning, or you have to start from somewhere, keeping in line with growth and development. As you all can see, when we talk about our being able to, when you talk about our being able to grow, the beginning, you've got to be like that root, or first have seedlings. When we have seedlings or seeds, we want to plant something, right? And so we had seeds of words of inspiration, encouragement, motivation, challenging yourselves throughout the years. Have you grown from that? Have you grown from that? Good morning, Trish.
Good morning.
Now, as we are thinking about growth and development, seeds sprout. A lot of people say spring blossoms, flowers, spring is the time to wake up, arise. And that may be all true, but you can sprout from any place in your life that you choose. It doesn't have to be springtime. So when we think about our life and we think about growth and development, where are you with your feelings? Where are you with your being able to develop? When you develop something, what is your thought in development? As an educator, in developing something, you look at the little 4-year-olds that are there and they are developing their personalities and their academic skills. But now I want you to think about your feelings and what you've experienced. Now, if I were to put 5 cards on the table to a group of 5 people, and you get a card, and the person to your right and your left gets a card. 5 cards are dealt, and I say, what has been your experience in life? What did you learn from that? And how did you grow from it? You'd be able to tell me. No doubt the person to your left or right has a different experience, a different way that they have felt about something, a different thought. But here's the common denominator when it comes to the development of it, that you all have had experiences. Some that have perhaps stunted your growth, stunted your emotion, your mental capability. But no doubt, life is not hopeless. Life isn't about what really happened, what is going to happen. It's all about how you're rooted in your experience. Does everyone get that? You're being rooted in your development, your growth, no doubt will blossom you. And we do know that things do grow once you have seeded them into the ground. And if you're having any issue with that growth and development process, did you know that you could reseed? Those seeds are perhaps your learning process. What will you do with them? If I gave a group of 5, and you're the same group, how would you seed what you are about to plant? You represent that seed or those seeds. How will you grow? Many people say, well, water, sun, vitamins, talking to plants. Everybody has an idea. But how will you grow? What have you done this year? Because, guys, we are almost done with the year 2025. Boy, has it went by. What have you learned? Did you have something that forever changed your life? New experience? Did you see something that you experienced that maybe made you joyful? Perhaps traumatized you? How will you be rooted from what you've seen, how you felt? How will you develop? Will you blossom? Because we haven't talked about that part yet. The fun part is when you begin to blossom and people say, "Did you see that? Did you hear that? Wow, they are different people. Wow, that's the strongest person." Or, "Wow, that person is very sensitive." Or, "That person has a lot of compassion." You see, that's the flower that you become. Our symbolism today of the flower that was planted stands for the beautiful you that you can become. You can be rooted from the experience of life when you have developed your sense. This is a process for growth, change, or even something more advanced, excuse me. So, what has been new in your life? What has changed you? Because at the end of the year, we will have completed a whole calendar year of 364 days or 5. That's a lot of time that has went by. I ask you today, how was your journey? Did you learn something? Did you develop from this point on? You know, I love the analogy of children. And if you've been with Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast for any number of time, you know that this podcast helps you to understand your development as a child. So let's go back there. I love babies. Fat ones, cute ones, dark, light, curly hair, no hair, bald head, stick of hair. Babies are just a miracle of life. But now, as you look at that baby, that seedling, or that seed, it, like a plant, needs a lot of interaction with the one who is to care for it. Its parents, a caregiver. When the baby is in the womb, it has developmental stages that you and I know is very crucial to them, such as a time when the eyes are going to develop, a time when the fingers are going to develop, a time when the baby's mouth is going to be there. Yes, that tiny seed is going to grow For the next 9 months into a human baby, it is rooted in the womb to grow and to develop. As those stages pass by, that child is going to achieve things. If you've never been a mother, if you've never been a father, what am I talking about? You ever saw a baby sucking its thumb? Cute, huh? But have you ever saw a baby sucking its thumb through the sonogram? Or tugging away at their mom's umbilical cord? Yeah, I've seen that. Those are stages. When you get to see how it is rooted and how it is developing, you become excited. Ask any mother or father the first time you hear that baby's heartbeat. Why? Because you know that that seed that is there is going to grow, and in 9 months, you're going to see its beautiful face. How about you? Even you, as a full grown adult, can develop. You don't have to be rooted in betrayal, rooted in abuse, rooted in desperation, hopelessness. You can be rooted in victory. You can be rooted in determination, so that you can get to the next step and blossom just like a flower. Let's think about that. During the time of development, we face challenges. And oh boy, have we had challenges this year. Let me just tell you. Trish, do you agree? Or how do you see this year?
I agree.
We have faced challenges. We have faced illness. We have faced family illness, crisis, and many of you that have listened to us on a regular basis have stories to tell, and we do want to hear them. We want you to know that we're here for you. We are here for you so that you understand that life is all about challenges. Many of you have lost loved ones. You've lost. We may not know you, but we understand it. So as you grow and develop, you are still being challenged. We think about the 5 years that we have added seeds into your life. It's what you do with them that will count, even if it matters. And it has to matter to you in order for you to do anything. You know, there are thousands of podcasts, and we're not afraid of it. We've conquered on. We've been live. We've had people join us. We have had music. We've done just about everything to root you. And what are we rooting for? We are rooting for your blossoming so that you can be that flower that you want to be. And everyone can be a flower, whether you're man, woman, or child. Healing has no discrimination. Healing doesn't pass people by. And people do need healing. Maybe this has been your mantra for the year 2025. Maybe today is your first day of hearing about us at all. Trish and I have worked hard behind the scenes. We've had challenges of the network. That's almost on any given day we're fighting with the internet. Because I'm on the West Coast, Trisha's on the East Coast. So there's going to be challenges, weather challenges, excuse me, illnesses, dealing with ourselves, family issues. We've had everything happen. But yet, we've been rooted in an idea. The idea that we're still going to be here when we say we're going to be here. And yes, there was a time where we were so rooted in things that we were here every day, same time, same place. We've grown. And every podcast that we have put out, it's going to resonate with someone, somebody, some person, something. Come a little closer. I said, every day we are seeding for it to touch somebody, someone, somewhere, something. It's going to do that effect. We've touched places such as Asia, Romania, Lebanese, California, USA, Ireland, Australia, Austria. We have rooted seeds. And what those seeds do is they start to take root. They start to spread where? Because it's rooted in the ground and your roots are going to start showing. And I don't know if you've all noticed, but we've done different advertisements. And yes, we do advertisements, and we're not afraid of it. Trish works hard on making our music. She works hard on developing for us reels. You've heard our commercials. Has it rooted you to believe that you can challenge yourself? Because after all, there have been many challenges. And we jump on the bandwagon. There have been Facebook challenges, Instagram challenges, and wow, people know about the latest challenges, and you jump on the bandwagon, and people copy. And we wonder, how did people know about these challenges? Because everybody's doing it. You know those challenges. Give me the money in the boots, standing in your boots. There are some others out there, Trish, can you think?
Oh my goodness, it's so much. I think we listen and we don't judge.
Yeah.
That one, and we have the yeah. So it's so much challenges that we have. It's just amazing how people just jump on the bandwagon like overnight.
Yeah.
It's so fast how it grows.
So here's a challenge. We're going to challenge you from this point out, moving into the year 2026, to challenge yourself, to be able to take a full scope of yourself and say, or mirror and say, what is it that I want to change? Because it's like wildflowers. It is like wild flowers out there. Once you throw those seedlings out there and they start to take root without you even nurturing them. How many of you have seen that? Drive by it all the time. I live in the desert. There's nobody watering that.
I have.
You've seen that? And they are the most beautiful flowers you'll ever see.
Yes, I have.
Purple, red, right? What color have you seen, Trish? Yellows. Can you hear me okay?
Oh my goodness. What I yes, I can hear you. I've seen the purple flowers. I've seen like you said, the yellow ones, pink ones. Sometimes I see the red wildflower flowers
I've seen
that
that.
pop up. They're not rosy, but they're just like red flowers. I've seen them.
Nobody planted them. No human, that is. But yet they take root. You just throw them out there. Sometimes they grow into the weeds. But we want to talk to all of you that want to challenge yourself for the next year. Maybe you didn't get it quite right this year. And we've talked about this before at the end of the year. You know, people do resolutions. We don't do resolutions. You know what we do? We do challenges. We do change. Because a resolution is like saying, I'm going to do it. And my friend, my sister, who is very close to me, she is my sister born from another mother. You know, she always says this about me. You say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then you don't do it. And that's why we don't do resolutions. I don't, per se. I can't speak for Trish. So pardon me, Trish. What I can say is let's challenge ourselves a little bit more by saying, this year I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to make it a goal, not just. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was saying what I always do. Okay. What I always do is I don't like trying to make a statement of what I'm going to do. I always say I'm going to try and do it. Like try to do my best effort, my best ability. Because when I say I'm going to do it, it's like more pressure, and then it makes me feel bad when I don't do the resolution that I said I was going to do. It makes me feel bad. So I always say I'm going to try my best to do it instead of I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Because I'm famous for always saying I'm going to do something that's never done. It's never done. And you know she's right. I always say it. It's never done. And sometimes I just got to push myself a little harder to say I'm going to try to do it. So, when we think about being rooted, what does that look like for you, being rooted? What is something that you have done that has rooted you? When we think about something that is deeply and firmly set, we think it is like a tree. It cannot move. It's set, right? So being rooted in something means that it's a firm or it's affirmative. Everybody get that? You've affirmed it, or it's affirmative. It's a sure thing. So when we think about root, the word root, what's behind it? When you are rooted, it means that you have a strong foundation. You have a strong foundation of self, or what you're going to be doing. You have a sense of where you belong, who you are, what you've accomplished. I want you to think about that. And there is nothing wrong if you don't know. But I want you to be like a tree, because we're talking about growth. I see a lot of beautiful trees. Some trees are so beautiful, they look as if they're painted. They look as if they are sculptured. And we can only give that to our God, our amazing God, who does that. But think about a human. A human, when you see things like that tree, I've seen some beautiful trees in my lifetime. They're resilient. Even if they're a little crooked, you can't go over and push them over, right? But now a rooted tree is representation of resilience. You know, that tree has been through storms. That tree may have been hit by lightning. But you see that tree and you go, wow, my goodness, that tree is still standing. Have you been like that for the year 2025? Even if you're a little bent out of shape, and I do mean that in a literal sense, are you still able to get up, stand up, and move? Has life challenges been able to uproot you from the direction in which you'd like to be? Or are you firmly established? Let's think about our lifestyles, our faith, where we live, our families. Have you been able to establish yourself firmly? All of us have feelings, opinions, beliefs. Come a little closer. I said all of us have feelings, opinions, beliefs. Come a little closer. I'm going to change something. Can you hear me? All of us have deeply rooted feelings and opinions and beliefs. Something that we feel strongly about. And nothing and no one can change our minds. Did you feel that? What I would like, and what I have always pushed for this podcast, is for yourself to have a sense of connection, deep connection to who you are, not somebody telling you who or what you are. with your sense of self, in that you know that you have a purpose in life. You belong. Come a little closer. You have a purpose in life. You belong. Do you feel deeply connected? Some of us are not coming from strong foundations. We're like that tree that barely is standing. But it's a beautiful tree. We want you to be able to be solid in how you feel. Some people have not been solid because no one's ever listened to them. How can they get the seed when no one's ever handed them seeds to plant? If you can today, I'd like for you to do something fun. I'd like for you to go buy seeds, or keep seeds. If you have an apple, there's going to be seeds. If you have an orange or melon of some kind, that's going to be seeds. You don't even have to go out and buy it. But I want you to cut out the seeds. And I want you to be able to place them somewhere. Don't plant them yet. And I want it to be a reminder that you now have seeds. Just a small reminder of life. That you have been seeded with a purpose. Because every time you look at those seeds, you're going to say, that came from whatever fruit you had, whatever vegetable you have. And you're going to think about its purpose and how when it was connected to something, you were able to benefit from it, right? Many of you are still developing over time. You are rooting yourself. You're planting yourself as if you were sitting and glued to the TV of your favorite program. You may have planted your seed. Now I'm asking you to plant your seed. Whatever it is in your lifetime, I want you to think about what you deeply hold on to, your feelings, your belief, where you've been grounded. Doesn't have to be good, doesn't have to be bad, doesn't even have to be challenging, but asking yourself, what is the meaning of you? What are your values? What is your core? And are you deeply rooted? We're going to be right back. I thought we would do Trisha's Treasures. And we're going to be right back with Trisha's Treasures. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere for Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast. We are live, guys. We are back with Trisha's Treasures. Don't forget, guys, that Trisha's Treasures has been almost in our 6th year after this month. Trish has been with us almost as long as it has premiered, and we thank her so much for Trisha's Treasures. If you want more of her, please follow our YouTube page. Trish?
So, I have some news. I am finished with my college term. So, I'm so happy. I finished my college term, and I just have one exam left next week, and then I'm on the road to graduation to get my degree in early childhood development. So, I'm so thankful for that. And it's been y'all probably haven't paid attention. I'm not sure, but I've been in college for the past 2.5 years. So it's just amazing to grow with Vibetalk and also grow within my personal life as well. So
Congratulations.
like double, yeah. Thank you. And it's been a journey because I recall when I was in science in I would say elementary school. You know how the teacher would send you with a lima bean or a black eyed pea, something, like in soil, and she will tell you to watch the plant grow, and she would give you like a data sheet, and you have to write down the data of how long it took to grow, the inches it grew, and things like that. See, when I got my seed, this is still within me. I was like at 9 years old. I wanted my seed to hurry up and grow because I saw everybody else's seed growing faster than mine, and I was like, hold on, what can I do to make it grow faster? So I started doing the wrong things. I started adding more water. I left it out in the sun too long, and it started dying. And I was like, no, this is backwards. What's happening? And so my teacher was like, Treasure, what happened? And I told her what happened. She was like, you can't add too much water. Every seed grows different. She was like, each seed has its own time to grow. Just like take your time, let it grow. It's okay. Like your seed is not gonna grow as fast as somebody else's. And even as I got older, I just thought about that when we were talking about growth. I just thought about that, and sometimes I do want to rush my growth in me, but I gotta treat myself with grace and have gradual growth so I can grow as in a way where I can be strong enough for each challenge. And so when when I figured that out, it became easier for me. I'm not too hard on myself for that because I'm treating myself with grace because I understand everything has a time. I'm a believer in everything happens for a reason. So things will happen. Just be patient, and that's what I've been learning. That has been my root in me growing patient and not just being vulnerable, but being honest with myself. See, for me, those roots they have to intertwine. They have to go together. That's for me. And because I can sit here and complain all day about what I got going on, but there's a limit to where I have to be honest with myself. Like, what did you do? Think about it. What could have I done better? You know. So I've been learning that, and Vibe Talk has been an amazing. I'm not leaving. Vibe Talk has been an amazing journey for me, and it just makes me think about how much I thank God that I found Five Talk, and I also thank Him that we've been here for almost 6 years. And I saw our page. I saw our Facebook page growing. It was just y'all. I kid you not. It was just at 370, like 378 people. When I saw 428, I was like, whoa, that was fast. That's some growth right there. And I appreciate the people that followed us because I remember last year our goal was to at least get to 300 before the year ended. So we're at 428. Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Um, so I'm so happy for that. And what lesson can I learn from this? What lesson can we learn? Well, I've learned that, for one, growth takes time. Everybody else's growth is not your growth. Everybody else's pace is not your pace. Whatever you want to do, make your own podcast, start your healing journey, make your own business. Everybody else is not your growth, and everybody's time is not your time. And the second thing I learned is you that I know myself. Knowing myself is important because people can have opinions about you and what they want you to look like and what they want your success to look like, what suits them, what makes them proud. But at the end of the day, who you face in the mirror and what you have to handle matters the most and how you feel about it. So I hope you guys continue to grow and continue to develop and see the parts of you, the roots of you that you need to work on and to continue to enhance and to grow.
Thank you, Trish. And congratulations on all your endeavors and having your degree in child development. You want more of Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast and our affiliation segments such as Trish's Treasures, Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast, Vibe Talk After Dark radio show, go right here, and go to our YouTube page. We are not a station that wants you to follow us just because we're going to grow in numbers. We want you to follow us so that you catch our seeds. Our seeds of growth so that they can root in you and you can become something beautiful. Today's podcast is part of our Wednesday Wellness. Our Wednesday Wellness is about being well, staying well, and getting well. We wish you wellness, both physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Because why? You matter. Today's podcast is growth and development. If you have missed us, please, you can hear the whole podcast on your favorite listening stream platform. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many others. We thank you. We want to tell you how much you mean to us. And by all means, Vibe Talk After Dark radio show has not forgotten about you. We're just going to do better. We are on at 9 p.m. on Saturdays. And we're going to have a meeting. So, Trish, we're going to discuss this in our meeting. We're going to do an encore so that those of you who aren't up on the East Coast at that time, you get to hear what it was all about. because we found that many of you loved it. And why would we do away with something that we know you love? So catch us. Our sister station, Vibe Talk After Dark radio show, has its own podcast. So please make that page grow so that we can stay live right there. It's all about music, and music is healing. I want to thank Trish for always being here, always thinking of very creative ideas. I want to thank new clients that have come. Thank you so much for believing in the Healing Center. Thank you, thank you. And I want to thank anybody who, for the first time today, has found the Healing Center. Let us know where you're from, and we can't wait for the new year. Join us next time right here live. The only way you're going to know that we're live is to follow our Facebook page here at Vibe Talk, where we are live. Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast. We're also on Instagram, and any QR codes that you guys see, please scan your QR codes, because a lot of questions that you may ask, all you have to do is take out your phone and scan the QR code. You'll lead right to us. And we're going to ask you, please keep remembering that for our workshop, our creative workshop, uh, expressions through art, we need lots of material. Keep sending, keep sending, keep sending. And also, you can donate materials or whatever you want to, gift cards. We're going to say our center's address, 1317 East Palmdale Boulevard, Palmdale, California. It is Suite 18. Send it in care of the Healing Center. Please share that thought. And the reason we're asking for art supplies because so many people love that program. It's one of my favorites as well because a lot of people aren't good with expressing themselves, and they do it through art. And you want to see some of our art, go to our YouTube page, okay? Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time right here on Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast.